and welcome to episode number 24 of Tally Benchwarmers. Love that sound effect. We are your unofficial, definitely not expert take on the latest in local sports here in the Tallahassee, Florida region of the third largest state in the union. How's that for an intro? This week, we're going to be backbenching college basketball. We're going to be backbenching college baseball, softball. We may even bring golf into it. I have no idea. Yeah. But for the next 30 minutes or so, our WFSU team is going to really focus in on and give some really strong opinions about FSU and FAMU sports.
Yep.
The first person who's going to really give the greatest opinion of all of the four of us is Mr. Adrian Andrews, because he is an official sports reporter.
Yeah,
hey, buddy.
Yeah, what's going on, man? It's going.
Is it going?
Yeah.
Is it going good?
I can't complain.
Last week he was hungry.
Yeah.
But he's not complaining.
He was hangry.
He was hangry.
No,
yeah.
I'm good this time.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm good.
Okay.
He had a snack before.
Because if you need some money for lunch, this is the person to talk to. This is Jennifer Tappan, our CFO here at WFSU.
Right.
Not only is she a sports expert, but she can count money better than most other people.
Oh, my gosh.
She knows where the twofer deal.
How are you doing?
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm
okay?
good. I'm doing good.
Yeah, are you tired of counting for a while? You just want to talk about sports?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if we have any problems with the podcast,
Right.
if we have some audio or video problems, we got our assistant chief engineer over here at Carter, so he can jump off the mic and go fix it. How's it going, buddy?
I'm well.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
March Madness is...
March Madness, we got some basketball.
It's cooking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But last Friday I had a fun experience. I didn't know what to expect. I went to the FSU Pro Day.
Mm-hmm.
We had NFL scouts from across the NFL came down to Tallahassee. FAMU's Pro Day was the day before on Thursday.
Okay.
And then I went to the FSU at the indoor football facility. Never been inside that facility.
No.
Know what's in there? It's a football field.
A football field. Yes,
An
it is.
indoor football
It
field.
was under, so they call it the indoor practice facility.
Yes.
I think that is a very unique and fitting term, I think, for what they call
It's
that.
the
place.
IPF.
The IPF, that's right. And see, when I first saw that, I thought that was like a beer. The IPF?
IPA.
IPA. I get that confused all the time. But we had 18 players
Nice.
that were out there showing what they can do to pro scouts. Some of them, I couldn't get over there for the bench press because that was the most exciting piece of it. I think because the guys are really really yelling and everything, and because you and I, Adrian,
They haven't beat. I was going to say, my PR is about around 20. So did anyone beat that?
I think some did. I've got a
No, he's
personal
talking
best.
about 20 pounds, not reps.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
not talking about reps.
Yeah.
Oh, 20 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they were a
They-
little
they
above
beat-
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Darn.
So,
I'm gonna try it again.
so Adrian doesn't even lift a regular bar.
He has to
usually
go
just
with a
handle
baby
the-
He's got a
bar.
just
baby
the bar.
It's a baby bar. Yeah. Anyway, there was family and friends and even some coaches that were there on Friday.
I know he got it in him. He's not nervous. He's going to perform very well.
I hope he to perform well. I mean, bench press and speed and very intelligent kid.
He kicked really, really well, and it was neat to see the environment and playing or kicking in the NFL facility.
So that was Arthur Ingram III, who was there to see Cam Riley. Arthur, he coached Cam to a state title, actually, in Alabama
Yes.
back in the day. And then that was followed by Larry Reed, who is DJ Lundy's dad. Both these guys didn't really feel comfortable on the mic. In fact, Arthur Ingram said, "It's the first time I've ever been interviewed outside of like at the end of a game. How's it going, Coach?" That sort of thing. And then the last guy was Chad Fitzgerald, who was talking about Ryan Fitzgerald cooking. Cooking? Well, he may have been cooking.
Oh, he was cooking.
He was
cooking
cooking when he was
something.
kicking at the NFL Combine. And man, Fitzgerald, he boomed. I was talking to you about this before. He boomed a 60-yarder that literally it looked like it was at least 10 yards above the crossbar when it crossed. guy's got a leg. Kid's got a leg.
got-
Yeah.
He's going to be awesome.
That's a monster cannon leg.
Baltimore
Yes.
Ravens. You're on the clock.
yeah. So you know,
Green Bay
you think
Packers
it-
as well.
Yeah.
You think
yeah.
that Justin Tucker's leg is
Get him
getting a little old? Yeah. So, though the kids were there. I call them kids because the kids
They are
compared to
kids.
me.
Yeah.
But they're and hopefully at least a few of them will go somewhat high in the draft. I mean, probably obviously most of them won't be drafted at all. But I mean, you have to think if there's a team that's looking for a kicker.
Well,
that's it.
Fitzgerald's going to go as high as any kicker almost in the
makes sense.
draft.
Most guys actually make out better being undrafted because you get to
They
pick.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you got to. But you figure Josh Farmer probably
Yeah.
a high draft pick.
Yeah.
I don't know about Fentrell Cypress, maybe.
Yeah, there's some buzz around him.
Yeah, actually DJ Lundy maybe too. I
Yeah.
mean, he had an injury bug, but when he has played for us, he's played well.
Yeah, he has.
At the linebacker position. And then, of course, our favorite, one of our favorite topics of conversation during the early to middle part of last football season, DJU was there.
How
And
did he look?
Probably not good.
I think I texted everybody,
Yeah.
and some of his very early warm up throws, he seemed to be just throwing high. I mean, it was either overthrowing a receiver or it was just so high they're having to jump. But really, when he got into his workout drill, he looked pretty good.
Good.
He looked pretty good, but there's nobody rushing him.
Right.
Well, I mean, even Winston, even
Yeah,
Jameis,
yeah.
Struggled his pro day.
Yeah.
Some of his throws seem to be just off the mark
Most
as well.
of his throws are off the
So-
mark.
So I mean, obviously you see how that played out. I mean,
Yeah.
he still went high.
He
in
did
the
not.
draft
He
and-
did not
and-
run the 40. He did
no.
not run the 40.
40?
For-
You mean the 40-minute?
Yeah, that maybe what it would have been, right?
So
Or
he
the 40,
didn't
or the
run-
42nd
right.
40.
So he
right?
didn't run the 40.
He didn't run
at
the
all.
40.
Okay.
All he looked like he came to do was just to throw the ball.
Just to throw.
I mean, so yeah, I couldn't get over to see the bench press because
Right.
the bench press it was just so crowded over there. But that was the most exciting, really, the noise level around these guys. I mean, let's admit it. Even if somebody like a Josh Farmer probably bested us, I think Josh Farmer
I don't
was
know.
probably.
I've been
put
working
up-
out.
Have you?
Yeah.
225, 30 reps?
Maybe.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, no.
Haven't beat my PR yet. I'm just saying. I got the highest one at this table.
I'm telling you. Well, you know what? Maybe the next pro day, we can just try to.
We can have our own pro day.
we have a Benchwarmers pro
Oh,
day.
That's
Oh,
right.
gosh.
What do you think about that?
Can we go to the IPF and do a Benchwarmers pro day?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yes, yeah.
Pro
And
benchers.
then have some IPAs right after.
Well, I don't drink.
Non-alcoholic.
But
though.
I'll,
They have
yes,
the non-alcoholic.
thank you. I'll create waivers that
Okay.
we all need to sign.
Okay. Yeah, probably we want to.
No, I don't want a waiver.
Nobody is held responsible should we get injured.
So we got about 6 weeks till the draft, and
We need to get
see.
ready.
But,
I
I think I can get in shape by then.
Mastronom, what the hell?
Mastromano.
Mastromano,
Yes.
our punter who
yes.
was phenomenal.
He's amazing.
I mean, I don't
He
know
got
that you have
plenty of
a pro day
playtime.
for a punter, but
no.
He did.
but I
you
think
don't
people
wanna
are
do that.
expecting him to be like the Ray Guy. When Ray Guy was drafted in the first round, and what's his name? From FSU, our place kicker from the late '90s. Who was the kid?
Oh,
who
you
was,
talk about Janikowski?
Yeah.
Yeah, Janikowski was the Raiders.
Yeah.
Also, him in the first round,
Yep.
wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
You can.
You know?
Kickers make a lot of money.
yeah, kickers can, and really, I mean, as long as you don't actually try to tackle somebody and make yourself a target
all
to
depends.
get blocked.
If you're Janikowski,
He used to like
Yeah.
tackling. He used to like hitting people.
he was
Yeah.
very good.
Yes.
He was very good at tackling.
So, if we do our pro day, I want to do it on the beach, right next to the beach volleyball
Yes.
nets, right? Because that would
Exactly.
be the best. That way, if we're really slow in the 40, there's a reason for it. We're running in sand, come
Right,
on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we didn't warm up.
We didn't warm up.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
our-
we have to, or we're going to pull muscles. We're getting up there in age.
Wait, you're assuming we have muscles? Oh well. So our beach volleyball team again, because we are promoting the heck out of this team.
That's right. They are spanking behind on the beach.
Be careful how you say that. Spanking behind on the beach. Because I've seen the what they wear on the beach. And anyway, I'm sorry.
Okay, they're doing high fives
They're
on the
doing
beach.
high fives on the beach.
They're
yes.
doing a great job in the sand.
They are doing a great, and they had a successful weekend.
They
right?
swept everybody.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Swept everybody. In the Stetson, let me give you the right
Now
name
Stetson's
of it.
in Florida, right?
Yes, it's in
okay. So
DeLand.
they finally came back to the East Coast.
But they're going back out to
Are they really?
Louisiana this weekend.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But they beat everybody 5-0 over FAU, Florida Atlantic University. 5-0 over number 16 Stetson, the host.
Yeah.
That was on Friday. 5-0 over Erskine College and 5-0 over Palm Beach Atlantic on Saturday. They did
That's
that
awesome.
thing.
So
Now, do they ever play at home? Like, do we, I
Yes,
feel like
actually,
they stay traveling.
After
did,
this week,
yeah.
we're going out to LSU,
Okay.
Louisiana. We have I think it's called the War Chant Invitational.
Oh,
yeah. Hey,
nice.
you know,
Sounds
you
pretty
did-
cool.
Yeah.
You know,
we gotta go out
that
with it.
deserves some photos
Yeah.
and some interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this week
podcast,
they
right?
play
Yeah.
UCLA, USC, Stanford, which is an ACC opponent,
Yeah.
and Long Beach State.
Oh,
That's all.
Cali
the
Cali.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole up and down the coast in California.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about it is this four game set, 3 games are Friday.
Oh, wow.
UCLA, USC, and Stanford are all Friday games.
Well, when we were in the West Coast, we beat at least one of those teams out there, I
Yeah.
believe, at the
Yeah.
Long Beach Invitational. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember who it was. But I tell you, another women's team that is we're very prideful about.
Well,
Prideful?
Well, they know the word.
I think that is, yeah.
Yeah.
We use that.
Who might that be? Because I know that you were jumping up and down.
yeah, the
earlier.
women's golf team.
Yes.
Yeah, they finished the season this weekend, the regular season. 7th in the nation, which is awesome. This weekend it was the Florida State matchup, and our Lady Knowles finished first, second, and third. And
Wow.
as a team, they won by 42 strokes.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yep. And they start postseason mid-April, and for the ACC championship.
Nice.
No, that's
That's
awesome.
tremendous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
Pretty awesome.
I haven't paid attention to how our men's golf team has been doing, but I know we always have a good team. 42 strokes, though.
42 strokes.
My goodness, wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like old Tiger
Does it?
Old
at the
Tiger.
Masters.
Yeah.
It's actually that's more than the number of strokes that I can actually swim at a single time without having to stop. too. So just to point that out, Tiger at the Masters, and then we've got some breaking news on Tiger.
He has a
almost, right?
new boo.
Does he really?
Oh,
Yes,
boy.
he does.
Oh,
he has
boy.
a
Oh,
new boo.
goodness.
He actually made it official on that platform formerly known as Twitter.
Okay.
Oh.
and who might the new
Don Jr.'s ex-wife.
Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife is
Yes.
now dating
Wow.
Tiger Woods.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't have that on my bingo card.
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
So I wonder if that means that Tiger is going to get to play free at all Trump courses then maybe.
Well, it's
if
ex-wife.
It's an ex.
It's an ex-wife,
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
probably
maybe
not.
Tiger will not be allowed to play on any Trump courses.
That
then.
Well,
might
he
be.
creates his own.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he does have
Yeah.
his own courses.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Tiger
Yeah.
Woods can play anywhere in the
Yeah,
world.
Yeah, he probably can. Yeah. But hey, so next time we'll find out about the men's golf team, and
Yeah.
then maybe as a reciprocal to this, we'll find out who some female golfer is dating. That can be like a little test for us
Yeah.
moving forward as we look at the opposite sexes sport and find out some sort of scuttlebutt, some sort of TMZ kind of stuff.
Breaking news.
Yeah, maybe,
from the
maybe we need that.
Benchwarmers.
Yeah, maybe a breaking
Breaking
news
news,
sound
yes.
effect. We'll
Oh,
work
wow.
on that.
That was
sometime,
Did you
yeah.
hear David with the God, that was
Okay.
good.
Okay. Enough crazy talk. Let's talk some.
Is there anything else we do?
Well, we can be proud of our Lady Knowles,
Yes.
who really put a whooping up on George Mason over the weekend.
Yes, indeed. They did their thing.
They did.
They did.
They got that. They haven't won a first round since what, 2019?
2019.
Yeah, so
that's
they
been-
got
yeah.
that. You got that monkey off their back.
Yes, they did.
So now, but what a win! What a win!
They connected on the 15 of their first 20 shots
Wow.
to start
See,
the game.
That's
And
amazing.
I don't know that they've done that all season long.
No, they haven't.
So
this is the first
maybe,
time.
let's hope that they are really
Starting to
Climbing.
climb. They are starting to climb. But Latson, she did her thing. 28 points. She shot 50%.
Amazing.
5 boards, 2 dimes. Michaela Timpson recorded her 16th double-double of the season. 18 points, 11 boards. Also 2 blocks to give her 101 on the season. She is the 7th ACC player,
wow.
female, to record more than 100 blocks in a season.
Wow.
Omira Gordon, OMG, she added 18 points with 4 dimes. And Sydney Bowles from way downtown.
Yeah, 5 for 5.
5 for
That's
5.
what I'm talking about.
Tied an NCAA tournament record. She also had 7 boards. So she wasn't just shooting deep. She was
Right.
actually grabbing them boards.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, and they won by 35, right? It was
Yes.
94-59.
That's pretty
Yes.
I mean,
impressive.
there were
Yeah.
several big victories in the March Madness so far, but we're recording this at 12. I'm looking at the clock right now. It's 12:17 and 30 seconds. How precise can that be? And we play LSU tonight at 6 p.m., right?
Yes.
Nice.
And where the heck is the game? Baton
In
Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
That just is no fair for
Yeah.
a team as good as LSU to then to have a home game in the
The
second
crazy
round of
thing
the-
is 1/3 of their team is from their championship team.
Wow. So they're 10.5 point favorite
Yeah.
tonight, and I was flabbergasted by that stat. And Eric said, "Yeah, of course."
Yes, of
Eric
course.
was not
Right.
surprised at all.
So I mean, there are
They're
three
good.
games out, right, from making that. What was it? The
They got to
the
if they
Final
win
Four
if they
or
win
so?
tonight, they go to the Sweet 16.
Right.
I mean, it's the next, and then the Elite Eight, and then
Right.
the Final Four.
Final Four,
So
And
that's
that's
the one that's
Tampa.
in Tampa. Yeah.
it's in Tampa.
But
And-
oh, Betsy.
Well,
No,
she's
no.
drivable. I mean, it might cling a little on
But-
the way.
You know what? If we can swing it, if this one over here can swing the dollars, maybe we even rent a car.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fancy.
Maybe we even rent a car. You know, you can rent a car.
You only need one night.
All we
Just
need is a
one
horse
night.
and buggy.
You know,
I feel like we could drive old Bessie and just put a sticker on it that said "honk if parts fall off."
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that would be like a Tesla, right? Oh, sorry, I didn't
ouch.
say that. I didn't say that at all. So we have already had some games and gotten some teams to the Sweet 16 so far. I guess today's games and tonight's games
Yeah.
will finish off that. Notre Dame is playing TCU. That's a 2-3 matchup here. All of these games are this weekend. Where if we win, we play
Yes.
Saturday. TCU beat Louisville. Notre Dame beat Michigan
Yes.
in the second round. Tennessee is waiting to see who's going to win against Texas and Illinois. I mean, Texas is the number 1 seed. Illinois is an 8 seed. So Duke is waiting to find out who wins between West Virginia and North Carolina. South Carolina, who put a beat down in the first round on Tennessee Tech, a 60-point victory there. They are waiting to find out who plays or who wins between Alabama and Maryland.
Yep.
Ole Miss is playing UCLA. That's a 1-5 matchup. Then it's really the kind of the games today of Michigan State, North Carolina State. We are playing there. That game is actually on right now. I think it's at noon. We're playing LSU. Kansas State actually upset Kentucky. Yeah, well, no, they upset
they did.
Kentucky
Yep, they
yesterday
did,
in
yep.
overtime. So they're waiting to find out who wins between Mississippi State and
Southern
USC
Cal.
with
Yes.
with Juju Watkins,
Yep.
who is number 2 in scoring behind who?
I
Janiyah
think
Latson? Yeah.
she plays for the Lady
He's for the
Noles.
Lady Knowles, yeah.
And she took about a month off
Yeah.
with
Yes,
injury.
yeah, I
Injury,
know,
yeah.
yeah. So there's several players who have more points than Taniyah for the
Right.
season, but still points per game averages.
Yeah.
Just think about what had happened if she had not gotten injured a couple of
Oh.
or We don't know why she was out. It was she just wasn't available. Iowa plays Oklahoma, and San Diego State plays UConn, and Paige Bucher's there. But San Diego State's a number 10 seed playing a number 2, so
UConn
I think
is
everything.
on a mission.
UConn in their first round victory. It's their 31st straight first round victory
Yes.
in
Wow.
NCAA women's play. That's you know,
Insane.
yeah. That,
Well, you got to think about it like this. It's the first time in, I think it's 27 years that Stanford did not make the tournament.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been Stanford has been a mainstay, but that's what happened when you step into big boy basketball or big girl basketball in the
Yeah.
ACC.
Yeah, the ACC's packed.
So and so is the SEC with women's basketball. South Carolina, obviously, I think the number 1
Tennessee.
seed, and Tennessee too. So, we are to get to the Sweet 16. I think we haven't been in the Sweet 16. I don't know in how long. It's
been a while.
So we've just got to overcome that. What's going to be a hostile environment in Baton Rouge.
Hopefully the Lady Knowles can do like the men did in football.
Uh-huh.
We played LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull off the upset.
Yeah. That'd be
So
amazing.
If
So-
Brian Kelly's in the stands, I feel good.
yeah. Kelly has had trouble.
As Brian Kelly's in the stands, I feel good.
with beating a Knowles team.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So speaking about Kelly and men's sports, the men's March Madness is underway, and we've had some interesting games so far. But
Yes.
the game that happened over the weekend that I was so happy for the outcome. What was that? What was it?
It was the St. John's.
Beating Arkansas, huh?
No,
Arkansas
Arkansas.
beat St.
I know,
Yeah.
Saint-
But the two legendary coaches going
Yeah.
at it.
And I've never been a Rick Pitino fan, and I'm always glad to see him lose a game. And he did. And
Yes,
he
he did.
lost to Calipari.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so we've got the men's next games, I think, are this Friday.
Thursday,
Friday is their Sweet 16 bracket,
Mhm.
and then the women's is I guess Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
So, the Knowles didn't make it this year. I have seen where Coach Lax is going to have at least a couple of positions he's going to have to fill, because I saw where Chandler Jackson just announced to maybe going to go into the portal,
Right, yeah.
and Taylor Bowen had already announced he's going into the portal. So those were two. I mean, I thought Chandler Jackson played with probably the most intensity of anybody
Yeah, he did.
on our bench, coming from our bench. I mean, just when he was out there, he just brought that energy, but he didn't have the scoring capacity. It didn't seem like. But we were going to go by how Malik Ewan went this past season. So if Ewan stays with us, that'd be a great win, I think, for Coach Lax.
Yes.
But we'll find out. Yeah. We got the whistle. We're going to pivot to some round ball, but a little smaller round ball, some softball and baseball.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Our
indeed.
FSU women's Lady Knowles
The
are
Lady Knowles.
kicking butt
4-0 against ranked teams this week.
That's amazing.
just this week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Traveled to Tuscaloosa,
Mm-hmm.
beat them elephants. Road tribe.
Yeah. So, but they've ranked teams 4-0 against ranked teams just in the week.
Yeah,
that's what's,
because like I said, they traveled to Tuscaloosa and beat
Right.
the number. Let me get it right. The number 24 Alabama.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alabama scored 2 in the bottom of the first. Then we just chipped away and added 5 runs, and that was it.
yeah.
Then we had a weekend series up in Durham.
Yeah.
Played
against-
those Duke Blue Devils.
Yep, number 18,
Yeah. And what happened there, man?
Spankville.
Didn't we have another run rule? Did we have another
We
run
had a
rule?
run rule in
Oh,
the
man.
first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12-4 in 5 innings. It's number 15 for the season.
Wow. We talked about that last week. How
Yes.
they're getting.
Yeah.
Number
They're-
15
they're
for the
just
season.
incredible.
So that was awesome. Saturday, we won 12-11. Woo!
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a close one.
Yeah, that's a high scoring game.
Going into the 7th inning, we were up by 5, so we added 1 run. So
Ooh.
going into the bottom half of that inning, those Lady Blue Devils, they put up 6 runs.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's scary.
They put up
That's
6 runs.
That's when, if you're a coach, you
like,
got to start
"Stop this
sweating it.
madness."
How do you stop it? Yeah.
Yeah, so that one run that we put up in the top half of the inning was the difference.
Yeah.
I think they was completely gassed out after that one because that third game, you know how that went.
Oh,
right?
the third game, they actually they won that one. There, they did their thing. They won 9-2.
Yeah.
So
We got some sluggers
Yeah, we do.
for sure.
Next game is Wednesday against Stetson. It starts at 8-game homestand.
Oh, I like the homestand line.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of people out at the field
Mm-hmm.
because we're number 9 ranked currently.
Right.
You have to assume this last series should
Yeah.
help us jump up in the rankings too.
And
yeah.
then we have the weekend series against NC State coming to town.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's hope that our softball team does better against NC State than our women's basketball team did. Who, by the way, should we beat LSU,
I know.
we would probably play NC State in the Sweet 16. So
Yes.
yeah. So
ACC representation.
that's right. All good news for us, man.
Absolutely.
We had, I think it was Friday, all of the sports there were like 5 different sporting events for athletics for FSU, 5-0.
Nice.
5-0.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the men's baseball team traveled down
Well,
south.
before we traveled
Before
down
do that,
south,
yeah. Okay.
we had we went 2-2 this week.
yeah.
We
Still,
allowed
still ranked number 5 though. Still
yes,
ranked 5th.
we allowed Mercer to come in town and beat us.
Yeah.
9-3.
What the heck is that? Our bats were just quiet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we traveled down south to Coral Gables and played those birds. Even though they call themselves the Hurricane, but their mascot is a bird.
Is the mascot?
They're
Ibis.
tropical storms at best.
They're a gale.
Oh my gosh!
They're not even a gale.
Force winds. Yeah, yeah. Gusts.
But,
they're the gusts.
There you go.
The Miami
we,
gusts.
like you said, 5-0, run rule, 14-1,
Oh my.
Nice.
Yeah.
7 innings. Slipped and dropped the second game,
Yeah.
which gave Miami their first ACC win this year.
Was that? Oh, that's
That was a
that's the-
gift.
That's
We
the,
felt
well, that's
bad
the tough
for
one. I mean,
him.
to lose to the Hurricanes is one, but then for it to be the
First
first
one.
win.
Yeah.
Well.
But
oh
we
well.
got the series win on Sunday
Yeah.
with a 10-6 victory.
Yeah.
So we're still doing good.
So I mean, we're still 20-3 overall.
Yes, 20-3
You know,
overall.
and two of those losses were just this weekend,
Yeah.
essentially.
And
then
they're excellent because it's the first time since 2022 that we started with back-to-back series wins, which to start the season,
Yeah.
and that's good. The first time since 2016 that we started 5-1 in ACC play.
look at Mr. History Buff
He's
over
got
here.
it, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
he's-
I've been busy with session. I'm listening. I'm learning.
He either has stock in Wikipedia, or he really does.
As an insider.
follow the sports.
An
on
ESPN
his
insider.
campus. So wow.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 losses, 2 over the weekend, and the other loss was against those. What do you want to call them?
Those swamp
lizards. Yeah.
Yes. Who we actually play
Yeah.
tomorrow.
We traveled to Gainesville.
We traveled to Jacksonville.
Oh, it's in
Oh, he's playing it.
Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
They are playing in the home of the Jumbo Shrimp, the
Jumbo
AAA
shrimp.
How
team.
about that?
I like those neutral site games, you
Yeah.
know, but it was really a home game. I mean, it's 2 hours or so. I mean,
There's
either way,
a
so-
good split, even mix of Florida State and Florida and
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville,
yeah.
yeah, so neutral site games.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah.
So that works out good.
Yeah.
So
I actually, fun fact, I saw Michael Jordan play baseball in that stadium when I was a kid.
Yes,
Wow.
he played for
When he was playing for the White Sox, or they
the
had the White
Barons.
Sox.
The Barons. That
Yeah.
was
The
Birmingham Barons, I think it was.
That was the White Sox
Yeah.
AAA team,
Yes.
whatever, or single A team, whatever.
Yep.
It was triple.
It was
triple A.
the
I
first
forget
time
which
that
direction
stadium
that
ever
it
sold
was.
out.
Yes, it was. It was.
And maybe the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, the Savannah Bananas play there
The
Yes.
Savannah Bananas.
now, so they sell out all the time.
Yes.
Those
See,
guys
I'm-
travel down from Savannah real good.
Minor league baseball. I'm sorry, going off. This is the most fun thing
It's so
to
much fun.
participate in. Yeah, Bull Durham and those movies. It really is. It's just like that. It's
Yes.
craziness.
Yeah, I grew up in
Yeah.
I lived in Jacksonville for 10 years when I was a kid, and they were the Jacksonville Suns back then.
Yes.
And we went all the time. All
Yeah.
the time.
Lots
AAA
of-
baseball is an excellent way to see some of your favorite players because when they get sent down, being in the military, I was in the Tidewater area, so you had the
Okay.
Tidewater Tides, which
Yeah, I
is
remember
the
them, yeah.
Mets affiliate, and I used to see all of them just come down there, and it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Tickets are real cheap.
Yep.
You can walk up, get real good seats just by walking up in like 5 minutes before the game and just hang out.
Unless Michael Jordan's playing, and then forget
Then,
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So we play Notre Dame also following that Florida game in Jacksonville. We got a 3-game series against Notre Dame.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm bringing it back around here.
Absolutely.
Good job.
Absolutely.
Circle it back.
I do my best.
Grab us from our tangent.
So, hey, that's the whistle. All right, our FAMU Rattlers.
All right.
Before we leave, we want to give a shout out to the FAMU softball and baseball team. I know the women's softball's got a 3-game win streak.
They are hot.
Yeah, 6-3 in the conference.
Yes.
Yeah, 6-3 in the conference. 10-16 overall, but that picking up those 3 solid wins against Alabama A&M was
Yes.
really good for them.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. They did good. They run ruled the first game 10-2. Friday, they won. Excuse me. They run ruled Friday 10-2. Won the second game 9-1, and the third game 5-2 to complete the sweep.
Yep, that's what
So
I'm
that's
talking about.
Alabama A&M, and then the men on the baseball side played Alabama State University most recently. Right?
Yes. And they were on a good streak. They had a 5-game win streak because they won the series. They won the first game 4-2,
Yeah.
the second game 5-2 on Saturday. But Alabama
They
State
couldn't-
avoided the
that third
sweep.
one. Yeah, that third one
And
got
they,
slipped up.
I think they put out. They
5-12.
saved all their runs for that one game.
Yeah.
They won 12-5.
Looks like they saved enough runs for several games. For that.
Yes, they won 12-5.
Yeah.
But if the men would have won that would have been a 6-game win streak they were on.
Yeah, because they had beat hadn't they beat Alabama A&M?
Yes.
3 games
Yes.
on the men's side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, and they're
Before that,
still.
yeah.
I mean, there's 3-0 right in the conference, or is it?
They are. They
3-0 in conference.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that's really all that's going to matter at this point, right?
Well,
Conference, I mean.
actually, in conference they are 5-1. The
5-1.
The men are 5-1. In
Oh,
conference.
because of the Alabama State. That's right.
Right.
Okay, I wasn't counting those 2 wins.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Still up there. I
Still.
think that's number 1.
Yeah.
I think. So.
Yeah, they're number
Yeah.
1 in the conference on the
Yeah.
men's side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But they play Jackson. No, they play Prairie View A&M this week. Coming up is a weekend series. They got Troy coming in on Wednesday. The women, they have Mississippi Valley State coming in for a weekend series.
Okay. So still, I mean, on the softball and baseball side and on both campuses,
They're doing some
you know,
things.
we're doing pretty doggone well,
Yes.
which is really good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with TS?
I'm gonna say we
You gonna
gotta
talk
talk about
TSC?
them as well. Yeah. If, for those who might not know, formerly known as Tallahassee Community College, now it's Tallahassee State College. But
Those
softball, yeah, those Eagles. Softball is doing. I mean, they picked up a solid win. When is that? Friday? No, Saturday. They played Pensacola State College. So. They had a sort of a doubleheader, so back-to-back games on Saturday. The first game, They lost that one 3-2. Definitely a tight game.
Yeah.
And it was right here in Tallahassee. And then they came back with a 7-1 victory over
wow.
Pensacola.
Yeah.
So they split that, that weekend game. So now overall, let me tell you this record here. They're 19-20 overall. In the conference, they're 1-5, so they're still looking for, to dial up some more wins and stuff, put some more W's in that column. But they it's good to get that win though. Talk about Tallahassee, State College, and give them some love.
And I want to remind everybody that this basketball we've had on the set is from TSC's when they were TCC's Women's National Championship.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now they play on the 26th. They play again on the 26th against Chipola. So
Okay.
that'll be good. That's 5
Isn't
o'clock.
that where you go get those?
No, that's Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Oh,
That's a double. You got a technical.
I got the tech on
Bad
the Chipotle.
You got the dad joke in.
So we've ruined everybody's last 35 minutes, and we apologize for that. But if you stuck with us this long, we appreciate it. And hey, what we can root for over the next few days is number one, a victory by our Lady Knowles tonight against those LSU Tigers, Lady Tigers.
That's right.
Root for that. I guess we will collectively probably hope that a Sweet 16 loss by number one Florida will happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then maybe the Florida coach can go out like Hurley did yesterday after UConn when dropping the F-bombs, going down the tunnel. And by the time we come back around next Monday,
Hopefully the Swamp Lizards lose to us in Jacksonville.
and yes, that's right, so we can avenge that loss.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then by next Monday, we may know whether we're going to the Final Four or not. Maybe so.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're going to know if we're going
good.
to Tampa.
Oh, man.
They're good. They're good.
So we will.
We
we'll
need
see each
sponsors
other.
for that.
We need sponsors for that. Tally Bench at WFSU.org. I think it's just Tally Bench at FSU.org. So I got the whole thing wrong. It is WFSU.
Yeah, it's WFSU.
Strike what I just said. Tally Bench at WFSU.org. If you want to see this group of crazy folks go to Tampa for the Final Four. Hooligans? We're hooligans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
Hey,
Or
we'll
something.
see you guys next week, and thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Taylor Cox on the other side of the glass. Jason Acuna making us look, well, presentable.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you next week.